Hi everyone, David MacDonald here, owner and founder of Vitality Fitness Calgary. Welcome to Q&A Thursday, where you ask us your questions and we give you answers. So we get a lot of questions via email, via Facebook, from a lot of our followers, from a lot of our clients. We would love to give you guys great feedback and great answers to these questions. So this week we got a question from Rick, and Rick asks, what exercises can I do to get rid of my gut? So great question. So obviously Rick wants to lose some body fat on his stomach. He wants to trim down, maybe he wants to get a little bit of a six-pack, who knows, but he does want to lose some belly fat. Now what Rick is referring to in his question is he's referring to what's called spot reduction. And it's actually a big myth in the fitness industry. Now what spot reduction is, it's the belief or the thought that you can do specific exercises to lose body fat in a specific area. Unfortunately, that's not possible, and that's actually not something that we can do. We can't specifically target where we're going to lose or where we want to lose body fat with specific exercises. So it's a big myth in the fitness industry that's been propagated over the years that you can actually choose or determine what area of your body you lose fat on. Where you're going to lose fat on your body is going to be determined primarily by two things. Number one, it's going to be genetics. Number two is going to be hormones. So depending on hormonal profile, you are going to carry body fat in certain areas more than others. Also depending on your genetic profile. Some of us have a propensity to carry more fat around the stomach, others have a propensity to carry more fat on their hips, and others are more likely to carry it around their chest. That's largely determined by genetics and secondarily by hormones. So in terms of spot reduction, that's actually not possible. Now that being said, that doesn't mean that we can't lose fat all over our body and eventually lose fat on our stomach. The big things that are going to help with that are, number one, having a sound nutrition strategy. Okay, so we're eating clean foods, we're watching calories, we're watching portion sizes, we're not eating processed junk food. We're getting protein, complex carbs, healthy fats, fruits and vegetables. We're getting anywhere from 5 to 6 meals a day, or 3 meals and 2 snacks a day, whatever works best for you. Okay, those are some of the nutrition strategies that you want to incorporate. Number two, you're getting regular exercise. So you're doing weight training, you're doing interval cardio, and you are doing core work. Okay? Now what core work is going to do, it's not going to necessarily help you lose body fat in that area. What core work is going to do is it's going to strengthen your abs, strengthen your obliques, and it's actually going to start to develop the muscles in that area. So when you do lose body fat in those areas, you have some definition to show for it. Okay, if you're not doing any core work, any direct plank work, or side plank work, or rotation work, then you're not going to develop the muscle in that area. So when you do lose body fat, you won't have any definition there. So that's the benefit of doing core work when you're losing body fat. Number one, you strengthen it. Number two, you create development so that when you do lose body fat, then you have some definition and tone. Okay, so the myth that you can go out there and you can do 1,000 sit-ups or 1,000 crunches and you can spot reduce body fat in that particular area around the stomach, that's a big myth. It requires many different things, it requires many strategies, and what it really requires is 3 main things: sound nutrition, weight training and interval cardio, and core work. So Rick, to answer your question, there aren't specific exercises that you can do to spot reduce fat around your gut or your stomach. But what you can do is you can take more of a holistic approach where you have a sound nutrition strategy, you're incorporating regular exercise consistent with weight training and interval cardio, and you're also adding in core work to strengthen that area and to develop the muscles in that area so that when you do lose body fat, you have some tone and definition there. That's your question of the week. Thanks so much for tuning into Q&A Thursday, and we'll see you next week.